Hello dear students, I am Dr. Aamarpali Roy and I welcome you to this exciting learning session brought to you by Saujanaya International Educational Foundation. Ever thought how plants eat without a mouth? Or how they make their own food? How plants prepare their food without moving or eating like us? You are about to discover some truly amazing facts. This educational effort is deeply inspired by my mother and teacher Srimati Sneh Lata ji, whose vision and guidance have made this mission of spreading knowledge possible. And nurturing young minds have inspired our mission to make learning accessible, meaningful and joyful for every student. Under her unwavering guidance, I have come to appreciate the value of education and the wonders of science. And I hope to share same spark with you today. So grab your notebook, stay curious, and let's begin with our green adventure into the world of plant nutrition. Let's begin with Chapter 1, Nutrition in Plants from Class 7 NCERT Science Book. Nutrition is the process by which living organisms take in food and utilize it to get energy, grow, repair damaged part of their body, and carry out all vital activities. Just like we need food to live and stay healthy, plants also need food to grow, reproduce, and carry out life processes. But here is twist. While we eat food prepared by others, plants mostly make their own food. Why is nutrition important? It gives us energy to do everything from running, reading. It supports growth and development, especially in growing kids. It helps in repairing tissues and maintaining body functions like breathing, digestion, and circulation. So in short, nutrition is essential for survival, whether it's human, a dog, or a plant. Modes of nutrition. Based on how organisms get their food, nutrition can be divided into two main types: autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. Let us start with autotrophic nutrition first. Auto means self and trophic means nourishment. In this mode, organisms prepare their own food using simple raw material like carbon dioxide, CO2, water, and sunlight. This is done through the process of photosynthesis. Example, all green plants and some bacteria like cyanobacteria. These are known as producers in the food chain. Next, heterotrophic nutrition. Hetero means others, and in this mode, organisms depend on other organisms, plants or animals, for their food. They cannot make their own food. Examples of heterotrophic nutrition is human, animals, fungi, and some plants like cuscuta. Heterotrophs are further divided into herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. Herbivores are those who only eat plants, like cow, goat. Carnivores who eat only animals, like lion, tiger. Omnivores eat both plants and animals, for example, human being, bear, etc. Next is photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? It is the food making process in plants. This is magical process by which green plants prepare their own food using sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water. This is one of the most important life processes on earth. Green plants are nature's chefs. They use sunlight, water, carbon dioxide to cook up their own food, and they do this with the help of photosynthesis. What is chlorophyll? Chlorophyll is the green pigment in leaves which absorbs sunlight. We can see that all the plants were green. That is due to the green pigment chlorophyll. Carbon dioxide that it enters leaves through the pores called stomata. Water is absorbed from the soil through the roots and transported to the leaves. When all these ingredients combine, plants create glucose, a type of sugar that acts as a food. Oxygen is released into the air as a byproduct, which is great for us. The chemical equation for photosynthesis is 6CO2 plus 6H2O in the presence of sunlight, chlorophyll form sugar and oxygen. Photosynthesis not only gives food to plants but also supplies oxygen to almost all living things on the earth. Next is leaf structure. Leaves are like mini food factories. Every part of leaf is designed to help in photosynthesis. They contain stomata. Stomata are microscopic openings mostly on the undersides of leaves. Stomatas allow CO2 to enter the leaf and let out oxygen and excess water vapor during transpiration. Leaves contain vascular bundles. These are like transport system of the plant. It contains xylem, phloem. Xylem carries water and minerals from root to leaves, and phloem distributes the food from the leaves to other parts of plants. Together, these structures help the leaf perform efficient photosynthesis. Other modes of nutrition in plants are: not all the plants are content with making their own food. Some have developed unique and interesting ways to obtain nutrients. First is parasitic plants. These plants do not have chlorophyll, so they cannot make their own food through photosynthesis. Instead, they attach themselves to host plant and steal food and water from it using special structures called hostoria. This weakens the host plant. For example, Cuscuta amarbale, a yellow thread-like plant that wraps around green plants and lives off them. Next is insectivorous plants. These are green plants, so they can perform photosynthesis, but they grow in nitrogen-poor soil. To fulfill their nitrogen needs, they trap and digest insects. They have special structures that act like traps. Examples of insectivorous plants are pitcher plant. It has a deep cavity filled with liquid where insects drown and gets digested. Venus flytrap has leaves that snap shut on insects lands on them. Next, saprotrophic plants. These do not make their own food. Instead, they obtain nutrition by breaking down dead and decaying matter. They release digestive enzymes into the surrounding and absorb the dissolved nutrients. Example, fungi like mushrooms. Even though we call them plants, fungi belong to different group but shows saprotrophic nutrition. Next is symbiotic relation. What is this symbiotic relationship? Sometimes plants form mutually beneficial partnership with other organisms. In this symbiotic relationship, both partners benefit. Example, lichens, a combination of alga and fungi. The alga makes food through photosynthesis. The fungus gives protection, support, and absorbs water and minerals. These unique modes of nutrition show how wonderful, diverse, and adaptive nature can be. Replenishment of soil nutrients. As plants grow, they absorb essential nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium from the soil. Over time, this depletes the soil, making it less fertile. So, how do we replenish the nutrients? First is Rhizobium bacteria. What is Rhizobium bacteria? It is found in root nodules of leguminous plants like peas, beans and grams. They have a special ability to fix atmospheric nitrogen into form plant can use. This is natural way to enrich soil with nitrogen without using chemicals. Crop rotation. This is smart farming practice where leguminous plants are grown in between other crops. Their roots nodules enrich the soil with nitrogen, helping the next crop grow better. It's eco-friendly and reduces the need for chemical fertilizers. Now, what are fertilizers? Sometimes farmers use natural or synthetic fertilizers to add essential nutrients back into the soil. What are these essential nutrients? These are like nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus. They should be added to soil. However, excessive use of fertilizer can harm the environment. You can see, even though plants take nutrients from soil, they also help maintain its health directly or indirectly. Importance of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is not just a process, it is the foundation of life on earth. Without it, we would not survive. Why? Why will not survive? Because they provide food and energy. All food chains begin with plants making food. Whether you eat vegetable, fruit or meat, the original energy source is photosynthesis. They release oxygen. The oxygen we breathe in is released during photosynthesis. Without it, there would be no life on land or water. Next is carbon dioxide level. Plants absorb carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas. If the carbon dioxide is in excess on the environment, it will cause greenhouse effect. The earth will become very hot. So, they control carbon dioxide levels on the earth. They help keep atmospheric balance and reduce global warming. In short, no photosynthesis means no plant, no animal and no human. That's how important this process is. Write all the spellings minimum 5 times in your copy and learn them. Next, some drawings are given. Leaf with stomata, photosynthesis process and pitcher plant. Pause and check your understanding. In these slides, some questions are given which you please solve of your own. After solving, you can check the next slide where the solutions are also given. But still, if you face any confusion, feel free to contact me through comments or WhatsApp. Next, important tips for you. If you want to perform well, you are required to read the full NCERT chapter word by word. Don't skip any word. Next, if you have any doubts while reading, you can write in comment section. I will reply. Third is learn all the spellings which are given in the key terms. Last but very important step. Solve all the NCERT in text and end of chapter questions. If you need solutions, feel free to drop your email or phone number in the comment section or message. I will reply with the full solutions. Thank you for joining me today. Keep learning and keep growing. And remember, plants may seem silent, but they are doing a whole lot of work for us. See you in the next chapter. Bye for now. Take care.